Welcome everybody, my name is Michael, and today I just returned from the dentist. It looks like I do have a cavity. To pay $150 for a visit, which will go towards the next visit, which is probably going to be a couple $100. But good news, most likely it doesn't need a root canal, most likely it doesn't need a crown. It is a big filling, I'm well aware of that. So the funny thing is I moved here from Poland, where my cousin and my aunt were doing my dental work, and for my orthodontics, either my aunt could or my cousin's friend was the one who was doing the braces and retainer and everything. And a day before I had my appointment scheduled, my retainer started kind of like the glue or whatever it is started falling off, and it started like poking my tongue. So that was done for free. Woohoo! It wasn't anything crazy, but I was like, yes, that's impeccable timing. Bad timing, of course, with the financial situation and everything. However, I just wanted to post this video because this is huge. This is insane how much of a difference it is. First of all, you have to find a great dentist. This is just my first impression from the first visit, but this guy seems very knowledgeable and very friendly, and I like that. And he loves lasers. They have two types of lasers, and he was talking about the differences between them and the hand pieces, the drills. And as a tinnitus patient, they've actually told me, do you have ringing in the ears? Because I said, well, I chose the laser because it's quieter. And they were like, well, we actually have somebody else with tinnitus who requested it specifically for this. And anybody out there, if you have tinnitus, hearing loss, or even if you don't, this is life-changing. We are heading towards a future where lasers are going to be the next step for every dentist. However, in Poland, for example, very few dentists have this. In developing countries, you're not going to really find it. It's because the water laser that they have, it starts with that S, whatever the laser. I already forgot. I have terrible memory. This one's even quieter than the water laser, and it's better. It's like, wow. Okay, so first of all, it's quiet, so it doesn't hurt your ears as much. It's more pleasant. Also, the fact that it's a laser doesn't hurt as much, so you don't need anesthesia unless it's like the back teeth or it's really, really deep that they numb you a little bit. But it's so much better than drilling. And they actually tested it. We put on the sunglasses or whatever, the protective glasses. They tested it, and honestly, it was pretty quiet. Of course, inside the mouth, it's going to be much louder, but compare that to a drill, even from far away. It's a terrible, very high-pitched noise where it honestly, I think, worsened my tinnitus and made my ears a lot more sensitive. So for many, many months, where it's a terrible experience. So it had to get dental work done. It's not something you can avoid, because if you avoid it for long enough, you will have to have root canals. And potentially, if there's infections, I didn't have an infection, thankfully. If you have infections, if you wait too long, well, your brain's not too far away. Your ears aren't too far away, your eyes. There's so many things, very important things nearby, where if an infection spreads, you don't want that to happen. And it can be very costly. If not, it could cost you your life. So just wanted to make this video discussing about lasers for dentistry and how this can absolutely help you. And then some dentists are going to charge for this premium. However, some dentists, like this guy, he's charging, they don't even use the drills so much anymore. It's more so for special situations. There's some situations where the lasers aren't really a good fit, but for my tooth, it looks like it's a prime candidate. So I'm excited. I'm not going to be as freaked out by dentists anymore. I do have to rush to work right now, though. It's always a timing issue, so we will explain this fully in just a little bit.
All right. Check that out. Gorgeous sky. So I found out that the two lasers were either water lace or Celea. And Celea is the one we're going to go with, and it's a lot faster, a lot more efficient, and not only that, but also quieter.
Big thing is noise. So if it's quieter, I love it. If it's quieter than the drill, 100%, because this is something that can be both painful physically and painful in terms of it could cause hyperacusis. If you don't have tinnitus, it could cause tinnitus. There was research studies done that dentists and dental assistants, after so many years, possibly even decades of working, eventually due to these high-pitched noises, and some of them reaching 105, 110, 120 decibels, which usually the higher it goes, the less amount of time you are with it, the higher your chances of potentially losing hearing. And even if you don't feel it right now, it could be in frequencies that are not detectable to the human senses, but they are there. And eventually it is going to be detectable when you're older, and it's not going to be pleasant because you're going to have to deal with it regardless. So this is a huge innovation. These lasers, the first laser dentistry was out like 2 decades ago, but now it's becoming more popular. It's better. There's less risks involved, and with this, there's always risks. Just like with drilling, there's always risks. However, less cases of anesthesia, up to 97, 98% of cases, you don't need anesthesia. You barely feel anything. And with Solea, it vaporizes. It vaporizes everything, which the doctor was telling me today for potentially avoiding a root canal. In my case, where it's really close to a root canal, if it vaporizes, the decay, it reduces the chances of you having to have a root canal, because that's it. It vaporizes everything that's left. While with drilling, there might be something left that starts to grow. It's like rust. You need to get every single piece off of a door panel, because otherwise, if there's still a little tiny bit left on the door panel after 3 years, even after sanding and everything, it is going to start growing again. And it's like cancer. You have to get rid of it 100%. So I'm definitely excited. Not excited about the cost. However, this dentist is still lower priced than some of the other dentists I've been to, and great reviews, and seems like a pretty decent guy, good guy. Everything's fine so far. I mean, I can't really judge because we didn't do any actual work yet. I mean, just some polishing and whatnot. But I'm excited. It really does change the game, where I'm not as afraid anymore, because I was always afraid that, oh my God, I'm going to worsen my hearing for the next 6 months. And that was the case. To be quite honest, that was the case. I'd rather not do any dental work, but don't do what I did, where I'm just like, no, I'm never going to the dentist again. You need to do these checkups, because otherwise it's going to get worse and worse until you owe thousands of dollars and you need 10 teeth done and whatever. My teeth are in a pretty good shape right now, the doctor said. It's just 2 spots. One is kind of and then one is that's the one that's hurting me. That's the bad one. But it's not that bad yet. So I do have a lot of fillings from when I was younger, got sensitive teeth. I'm sensitive on all fronts, but I'm very excited, guys. This is going to be awesome. And if you've never heard about this, maybe it's time to do your research. I found this dentist through Waterlace, through like the dentists that were on that list. Maybe someone's nearby you that you can compare prices, and it might be pretty decent. Check that out from the back. So there was a bit of a storm. Usually right after a storm, you can see the crazy clouds. So guys, thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. I always love the good end. It's 7:47. So have a good one. Take care.